also a musician, singer-songwriter. Is that true?
Yes, she is, and an amazing one at that. She's also an author. So
awesome! Shout out Mama Kismet. I love this.
Yes.
What kind of so you were kind of like raised in this musical creative environment. What kind of music does she make, and what kind of music was she playing in the house? And is she who we have to thank for the musical mind that
she
is you?
The whole reason. She is the whole reason why I'm even doing music. Like, honestly.
Did she did she like sit you down and be like, make a thing, or how did it happen?
Well, no, at the age of 5, I asked her for a laptop, but like for Christmas. At the age of 5, I asked her for a laptop for Christmas. She got it for me.
Wow.
And then that's when I found out about, music making programs like Mixcraft and, GarageBand and stuff like that.
Oh, incredible.
So like, I've been doing it for the longest time before that, but I never really took it seriously.
How can you take anything seriously when you're 6, by the way? No shade. Like, I think that was okay.
That's true. Yeah, but now I'm like 10 years later after the fact, now this is something that has become such a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
And, I have my mom to thank for that, for pushing me so hard. And, growing up in this household, as you asked, the type of music that she used to play was like, indie folk, R&B, soul, gospel, stuff of that nature, stuff that was very soulful, very emotional and raw, that you can really convey emotion in.
I love that.
That's where, a lot of my music comes from, especially a lot of my newer stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of my newer stuff combines like elements of, pop, R&B, indie folk, stuff of that nature, stuff that I grew up listening to at night, that has always just sat with me for the longest time.
Yeah.
That's now, becoming such a major influence in my music, especially in terms of collaborative efforts. Like, I'm collaborating with people who make completely different genres than me, and still making incredible stuff with them. So, it's just such a wonderful and gratifying feeling, kind of exploring different avenues and venturing into that space.
Yeah, well, I love to hear the direction that your music is taking, and I think that the more that you are honest about who you are and where you come from musically and where your family comes from musically, and the more you share that with people, the more it's just gonna resonate with listeners, right? Because they're gonna hear the honesty from you in it, I think. And I certainly feel that way with Rumor, but as you said, you've been working on that track for that 2 years ago. You wrote that song.
Pretty much, yeah.
What about the rest of the album? Is it newer work from there on out?
Well, actually, so the first half of the album was started back in late 2018, mid 2019, after Character came out. But the more recent finalizations, as well as new tracks being added, all of those were started during quarantine 2020 and being finished late last year, early this year. So
wow, that's cool. So when everyone at the beginning of quarantine was like, yeah, but all the musicians are going to be making music and we're going to get some dope albums in 2021, you're who they were talking about.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, because
awesome.
the album was actually supposed to come out last year, but it wasn't done to me yet. I didn't like how any of it sounded. I've literally scrapped whole versions of this album with different songs on it and everything that I just wasn't comfortable with putting out. And, that, of course, entailed me writing new tracks, but I never have a problem writing music. So, well, sometimes I do, but, for the most part, for stuff like this, right? No. But, for the most part, I don't have an issue, taking songs off if they don't fit the vibe to me. If they don't fit a specific end goal that I'm looking for with the theme of a body of work, I'm not going to put it out.
I love that.
That's just how it is.
Stick to that. I love that. And it's so hard for a lot of people to kind of put an editing eye or ear to things. So you're already halfway ahead of the game, right? If you're not too precious with everything that you do. And I love a conceptual piece of work. So like,
Yeah.
I love to hear that you've got like a vibe that you're going for and a story.
Oh yeah, the theme behind the album. Oh my God, I cannot fucking wait to tell people the theme behind the album. I kid you not. It's something that I've been holding on to for like literally so long. It's absolutely ridiculous. But like, yeah, I've like had the name since I was 10.
What is the name? Have you announced the name?
I have not, and I will not be doing that until June.
Okay, but that's incredible.
We're not gonna do that. But yeah, no, like this has become such like a very huge part of my heart, and I'm very much so ready to, you know, give it the fuck away to millions of people.
Yeah, so. I know. Once it's out there, it belongs to the people, right?
100%, and I am so ready for that, for people to be able to take these songs and, you know, find some form of attachment to it themselves and find some way to relate to the themes and to the vibes and to the, you know, the ethereal standings of the ambience, of the drums, of the arrangement, everything that myself and my friends put into this body of work, all of these collaborations and these solo efforts that myself and my friends have worked on together, you know, I'm just very excited to, you know, show this thing to
Absolutely.
people. It's gonna be the best day of my life.
For the first one, and then there will be great days after that.
That's true. That's true, because there will be more albums to come.
Exactly. But
yeah.
I'm glad that you had the forethought to be so particular, because I always think a debut album, this is a quote I've heard years and years, you have your whole life to write your first album. You have 2 years to write your second. So,
right.
But like your first album is such a statement about who you are as an artist. And so I can understand that it's really important to you that you get that statement right, the way you want it to be, right? But oh my God, you literally 100%. Are still so young, and like you already have a debut album coming out, which is amazing. So big ups to you.
Yeah, releasing my debut album at freaking 16 and a half years old is definitely something.
I love that you said 16 and a half, because it's so awesome.